everyone. Welcome back to the TSM YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my first ever video ever. This is kind of like a behind the scenes of the Michael Jackson Thriller animation I created. For copyright reasons, I will be turning off the audio. I know I got copyrighted on this video because of the audio, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn it off. Okay. So here's kind of where it starts. We have this large gate right over here with barbed wire. At least I tried to draw barbed wire. My art doesn't look too good. It only started a few months ago. But yeah, here's where it's kind of starting. Door opens. Also, I don't even know what happened here. Like the entire thing just straight up deteriorated, which is a complete butcher on my end. And this girl right here, she's not supposed to look like anyone in particular. This brown bob cut, this blue dress, this lantern, these red leggings, this green shoes. The only reason I took this color design is because her leggings would just keep blending into the ground, which was stone, and also there's a grave in the background. This was part of my first concept art where I had me as a werewolf standing here along with two of my friends as zombies. I got this moon in the background. It looks nice. And this right over here is just kind of a hill I conceived, and this thing right here is the werewolf itself. I'm gonna go a little slower now. She's terrified. This grave here just smiles, and this mausoleum just has eyes. All of this was made in Ibis Paint X. I recommend you go check out that program. It's a pretty good one. And this werewolf right here is actually my self-insert. Like it's supposed to represent me, the supreme monstrosity, or just simply TSM. But yeah, this was a pretty decent design, I think. It's not way too bad. That's him howling. And now this is a shout out to one of my friends, Lime to Matt. He is this kind of zombie right over here. I mean, just one of the two dudes. In fact, I did say it says feet Lime to Matt and Partygoer 8498. So yeah, that's why they're there. Anyways, this is when the door just locks and the werewolf begins to howl. And this is where he just kind of starts singing. But however, we gotta wait for the howling to stop. And now he starts singing. However, I just kind of gave up on lip syncing halfway through production, which is why it looks like crap. Ooh, now this one I actually had in concept for a while because I couldn't stop imagining it. I couldn't stop imagining the a werewolf just waving his arm in a semicircle motion to show the girl what's going on. And then we have this soldier zombie which I cooked up last minute. I highly apologize. Oh my god, the eyes. Oh my god, I freaking love the eyes. This dude's arm is over her face, by the way. That's an arm. You're trying to silence her. I love this werewolf design though. I'm not sure where I was in fact going with it. It looks like Funtime Freddy, but I don't know. Anyways, I can't really. Oh yeah, now this is where the chorus starts. And now this right over here is a zombified version of Pomni I traced over. Credit goes to Glitch Productions, by the way. I do not own Pomni in any way, shape, or form. Maybe the zombie counterpart. I'm not so sure. And now this is where the zombies just kind of start dancing. Oh, this? Now this right over here, this is my friend Partygoer 8498. I just kind of put him in as another zombie. I'm not sure where these gray straps just came from. Also, if you guys not have noticed, the ground will randomly switch from dirt to stone. This is a zombified version of Ragatha, by the way. I like the red button I gave her. All rights to Ragatha go to Glitch Productions, by the way. I just kind of borrowed them from my animation. I'm sorry, Glitch. If they don't approve. I'm sorry. Anyways. Oh, now she's scared and now she's going into the mausoleum. You're fighting for your life. Yeah, I can. Now she feels content, but no, nope, there's the werewolf again. He's just hiding in the shadows and the darkness. I kind of gave up at this point. That slam though, that always seems to make me chuckle. And that face too, it's just hilarious at this point. Okay, now this is okay, this is the Goat Man. The Goat Man is our secondary antagonist here. I mean, the werewolf is the main antagonist. I'm pretty sure you guys have already covered that. But the Goat Man here, he's just kind of a there monster. Just to show you what this place is capable of. The goat name is actually requested by one of my friends, who I will not be naming. And also we got this floating eye monster. I don't know what to call this thing. It's just kind of there. Already been 5 minutes. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. You see, one of my other friends has requested to be in this video as an Indonesian monster known as the kuntilanak. So I drew the monster, but as you can see here, I kind of butchered the design a little bit by giving this hourglass figure this overly hourglass shape, which I did not mean to, by the way, but everyone's been calling it body T for some reason. I have no idea what that means. But anyways, moving on. Although it was one of my favorite designs to actually make. The goat man, the floating eye. And then, oh yeah, you see, I wanted to go for something special with the "There's no second chance" against the thing with the 40 eyes. I wanted to go with an animal that already was freaky in some way, and so my mind immediately switched to a spider because spiders always have like 8 legs, 8 eyes, and stuff like that. So I gave this one 40, although I actually counted during final production, and this thing only has 38 eyes. I apologize. Oh god, this was not a dance. She's trying to run away now, but I messed up. Human designs are like terrible. And now she's like, now this is where she's like just running out of the mausoleum. I kind of gave up here, but like, and now she's like, now you see, she lost her lantern, but she randomly just like comes back. But this creature, she zips away just in time. This is the Devourer right here. He's supposed to be some giant crocodilian monster. What does a crocodilian have to do with Halloween? I don't know. I made this a few months before Halloween. So I don't know what I was thinking. Ooh, now this is like the werewolf just like telling her that like everything's about to open on all sides. The gate opens again, making an effort to run away, unless you change the number on your dial. And now this is where the werewolf reveals his true self. And you see like you're about to see, like those his red eyes. And now like she's getting scared and just steps away. And he just becomes this demon. He just becomes a demon. His eyes are crazed, his pupils are now cat like he's out for blood, and he's ready to kill this poor woman. It looks like he's just jumping in joy rather than like just running for his prey, which is what I was trying to do, but not making this like a random jump. Also, I decided to make a random sequence of monsters at the end of the video because like I couldn't figure out what I was like really supposed to do, so I just kind of like decided to just do random sequences of monsters for the entirety rest of the music video. But like my favorite part personally was like the ending because I spent so much time like finalizing that and putting it together. I had so much fun on making the ending because like that was my favorite part. Now the gate closes back. The girl right there just in time. I actually reused several shots. And now this is where the goat man makes the Vincent Price narration like darkness falls across the land, something like that. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And I could have added more monsters here, but I decided not to. Our goat man here is the secondary antagonist in this music video. Our werewolf here, TSM, is the main antagonist. He's the one who's like terrorizing this poor woman as she stumbles into a graveyard. Well, that's what you get for stumbling across a graveyard at night, you moron. Okay, now this is my favorite part here because I spent quite a lot of time making this gargoyle. He has such a tiny head though, but it's iconic. Now, this gargoyle here, he like picks up the girl by the shoulders as she's frozen in shock, which honestly is amazing. Okay, now it's like she's at midair. She's at midair. She's hovering over the mouth of the devourer, which is that crocodile I just showed you. And yeah, and well, okay, I kind of messed up a little bit here. It's like one final thing. Yeah. And now we're here where this girl just discovers she's like made a grave mistake. And now this is at the point where the freaking gargoyle just like drops her into the mouth of the devourer, ready to be eaten. Which, in my opinion, is probably one of the best ways to end off a popper music video. Like, if you're like doing a song about horror, okay, yeah, she just dies, and that's it. That's the whole video. However, I will say I didn't get too many comments, but I absolutely do love the amount of attention this video has gotten over the past few months, like 500 views. Thank you guys so much for that. I will say though, that has been one of the better videos I've made. However, though, to the absolute merit of Thriller, that was an amazing like little sequence there. However, I think my music video is not the absolute best. But I do say it is a better kind of creative twist in the music video. Plus, I didn't have time to make all the models I wanted to make because, like, fun fact, this was actually supposed to be a school project. So I kind of finalized it. This took me over a month to create. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But anyways, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Like, this Thriller video has inspired me to become like a pretty good, to become like an animator, and that's how I kind of strive to be. It's fun. I'm not sure what my second animation is gonna be. I still am kind of in the works about it. I'm gonna let you all know like some projects I'm thinking of working on. Like first my Digital Circus Disastrous Dinosaur World fan episode, my Boom X Ambassadors music video idea, which kind of like the Sonic bar fight scene, but I changed a lot of things about it to make it more me. Or I can go completely away from here and start working on my next two song parodies. Well, I mean, I was making two song parodies like Mean Green Mother from Outer Space and The Thrift Shop by Macklemore. I was gonna make like parodies of those two songs. So if you want to see those, comment down below what you want to see next so I can have an idea of what my audience wants. Okay. Song parodies, new animations, or big project announcements. Comment which ones you want to see. Alright? Comment which ones you want to see, and I'll try and make them happen if I can, and if schoolwork doesn't whoop me. Anyways, that's all I kind of wanted to say. I hope you have a great day, have a great year, have a great decade, have a great century. Have a great life, everyone. TSM out.